Day 11 started very early as we left our Nile cruise to travel by road to Aswan. While our cruise ship continued its journey, we headed to one of Egypt's most incredible sites, Abi Simbel. The two temples of Abi Simbel were carved directly out of the mountainside during the reign of King Ramses II. These massive temples were built not only to commemorate his military victories, but also to honor his deep love for his wife, Queen Nefertiti. Standing before these colossal statues, it is impossible not to feel the power, devotion, and ambition behind their creation.
هات واحدة ورقة صفراء مش عايز تعطيك التميخة طاولة باردة يا رايس هي هذه
We returned to the cruise and spent the rest of the day relaxing and enjoying our final moments on board. Our first stop was the unfinished Obelisk. It is the largest obelisk ever attempted in ancient Egypt. It dates back to the reign of Queen Hatshepsut and would have stood about 137 feet tall, weighing an estimated 1,200 tons. Seeing it still attached to the bedrock gives an incredible insight into how ancient Egyptians carved these massive monuments. Then we visited the Aswan High Dam that was built between 1960 and 1970 with the help of UNESCO.
Here we have Ethiopia, where we have the Blue Nile. Can you see the Blue Nile? And here we have Uganda. Can you see Uganda? Look at it towards here. Uganda. Can you see Uganda? Where we have the White Nile. Can you see the White Nile? So the two Niles are meeting where? In this point. Can you see this point? Khartoum. So from here, the Nile is running as one. Till here. What is this? The dam. What happened when this dam was built? The lake was created. Can you see the lake? 70% of the lake were in Egypt and 30% were in Sudan. Here we call it Nasser Lake. In Sudan they call it Nubian Lake. Clear? Yes.
The dam's main purpose was to protect Egypt from devastating flood, and today it remains one of the country's most important sources of electricity. Next stop was the beautiful Philae Temple located on an island. Reach it by a scenic motorboat ride, which made the experience even more special. Later in the day, we checked into our Aswan Hotel, Zen Wellness, a truly beautiful place by the river. Surrounded by lush landscapes and vibrant flowers, it was so peaceful and relaxing. We honestly wish we could stay a few more days. Day 13 began with an early check-out as we caught our flight back to Cairo. We visited the Egyptian Museum, home to countless priceless artifacts. King Tutankhamun's famous golden mask used to be displayed here, but it has since been transferred to the Grand Egyptian Museum, which I featured in another video. Next, we explored the Hanging Church, one of the oldest churches in Egypt, built above the ancient Babylon fortress. It gets its name from its elevated position. It's an important place of worship for both Copts and Muslims, and holds deep spiritual significance. That evening, we checked back into the same Cairo hotel where we stayed on day 1. It's a large and elegant hotel with our favorite restaurant, surprisingly affordable with delicious food and excellent desserts. The Catacombs of El Shokapa are ancient underground tombs from the Roman period, blending Egyptian and Roman designs. They were discovered in 1900 after a donkey accidentally fell into a hidden opening.
Area here in Alexandria, few kilometers, away from here. It's a good example about what we will see also downstairs in the catacomb. This is the site here of the catacomb. Over 120 years ago, when the catacomb was discovered, this is the shaft where the donkey fell. The two statues here are supposed to be belong to or representing the man of this tomb. Dates back also to the 2nd century AD, over 1900 years old. The main scene here showing the mummification bed with the mummy there, and two goddesses, Isis and Nephthys, the sister, two falcons also, Horus of protection, the sun with wings and cobras for protection. Location of the sun, they put the face of the Medusa, the Greek Medusa. Used to be 4 walls. In the way out, you can see 2 supposed to be the man of the tomb here, offering this plant to goddess Isis. Above him, also the winged sun with cobras for protection. The shaft itself was used to lower the mummy or the dead bodies inside coffins with ropes from here, because the shaft it connecting here the street outside with the different levels of the catacomb itself. Two benches, two sitting places on the right and the left for the visitors of the catacomb before. Rock. As you see, it's all one piece. But it will, after the ancient Egyptians or the Egyptians at the time, 2nd century, after they carved this catacomb out, they plastered all the walls and the pillars and the ceilings and the domes. Everything was groundwater just came here, from the colors and the plaster from the walls. Anyway, we'll go downstairs now and we will see the main tomb first, then also I'll explain to you the rest. Both of them are connected. At the bottom was like a tunnel. This tunnel ends here. Look at this.
Oh wow.
That's why this to lower the mummy inside the coffin from there, from the first shaft, and walk. People used to be buried here, could be buried without mummification. This catacomb used to bury mummies or even normal bodies without mummification, or even ashes for the people who would like to be cremated or something. Of course, ancient Egyptians didn't like to be cremated, but Greeks and Romans, both of them used to use cremation also. The decorations, carving, grapes, and yeah, it's a private tomb with the name and the titles and these dates of these people, but the public ones outside, each one of the openings like this with like stone of alabaster, not alabaster, with limestone, and then painted with the name of this man and this date. Why? After 4 or 5 years or something, used to open it.
These are all private tombs.
Okay, of the stones I told you, each one of them was sealing the entrance of this. After they buried anyone here inside, used to put this stone and then fill the spaces between and decorate it or paint it with the name and the this date of this man or woman used to be buried here. Okay?
Yeah.
This was the dining room. Yes, it was a banquet room or hall for this catacomb. To make just like a passageway connecting this tomb here to the catacomb itself. Look at the wall, still got the plaster. Look at the scene. Mummification bed, Anubis working also, and on the mummy and holding the heart of this man in his left hand. The right and the left sides of the bed, mummification bed, you can see the two goddesses, Isis and Nephthys. On the left, this is actually the man of this was buried here, who was supposed to be also maybe the ruler of Alexandria in Egypt at the time. This is the upper part. Look at the lower part of this wall. This is Roman scene. Rome. And actually, at the time when we discovered the catacomb, this place for the first time, the area here was filled with bones. Which kind of bones? Not human bones, but animal bones.
Animal bones.
Which animal? Not the donkey. It's very for a long time. This used to be the original entrance and exit of this tomb. This tomb here used to be separate, completely separate from the catacomb. Which was private, including this tombs here, it was abandoned. We saw from down there is this one here, but it's sealed, of course. No one can go inside or get out from here. Now it's closed by the government. Okay.
Pompey's Pillar is a giant red granite Roman column built to honor Emperor Diocletian. Despite the name,
Figures?
it has
Human
nothing
figures?
to do with
Looks like
Pompey.
Zeus, the Greek god with curly hair, curly beard, and big mustache. Looks like the face of this god we saw yesterday in the Egyptian museum. And another animal form, which is as a perfect bull, as black bull. Okay, the temple here used to be surrounded with hundreds of columns, made of what? Made of granite and alabaster marble. We can't see any one of them except the big one here, except some few broken ones here also. Okay, but what happened to most of them? Used to be destroyed because of earthquakes, or stolen or taken by who? By the rulers of Egypt later during the medieval centuries.
Then we had a terrific lunch at a seafood restaurant with a view of the Mediterranean Sea. We also visited the Citadel of Qaitbay, a 15th century fortress built to protect Egypt's coastline. It stands on the site of the ancient lighthouse of Alexandria. On our final tour day, we visited Barons Palace, a Hindu temple-inspired mansion located in Heliopolis, northeast of central Cairo. Its unique architecture makes it one of the most fascinating landmarks in the city. Our next stop is this museum. Before going inside, we did a fun photo shoot wearing traditional costumes. And of course, it wasn't free, but it was definitely worth it, especially since we arrived early and there weren't many people around. The museum takes you on an incredible journey through Egypt's history, from prehistoric time all the way to the present. This place houses the royal mummies, including famous pharaohs like Ramses II and Queen Hatshepsut. Our last stop is the Cairo Tower, which offers breathtaking panoramic views of the city. It's best to go in the late morning or late afternoon for the clearest views. We waited for our turn, but seating was available and there's even a restaurant at the top of the tower. And just like that, our 15-day journey through Egypt came to an end. The next day, we would be transferred to Cairo International Airport, bringing home unforgettable memories of this incredible country. What can you say about your Hawausi?
It's good. Very well. Very good. Give me a pinch. It's good. I like it.